Hey everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Coming to you this afternoon with a new juice I'm trying out. Trying out a little bit of a different recipe. I'm going to make it first, and then at the end I'll give you a little bit of an explanation why I'm doing it and the components in it. Anyway, for right now, I've already, because this is going to be pretty potent and I didn't want to mix them, I did my ginger first a little while ago. That's a pretty good bit. I'm not sure how much I'm going to put in, because I have a possible use for this later. So I have the ginger, I have celery, fresh spinach, and I'm going to use some, just a couple of really small apples, just because I think this could be a little bit harsh with the spinach. I was going to use coconut water to kind of dilute it, but then I said, nah, how about just add a little bit of apple in there for a little bit of sweetness. So let me get juicing, and then we'll talk about the components in here. I just wanted to do one little bit there. Hopefully you can tell, like that you saw just the minute bit of spinach that I put in there, and that's how much juice it's getting. So I'm definitely liking the yield that I'm getting on my juices. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to juice this up and then I'll be back with you. Okay guys, that went well. I'm back, and I actually waited. I haven't tasted this yet. I thought I'd taste it and give you my initial reaction. I'll tell you about the amounts in there. It ended up being about 10 ounces of spinach juice, about 14 ounces of celery juice, and then topping it off mostly with apple. Topping it off, maybe you got 3 or 4, that would be 24, 28, probably got about 4 or 5 ounces of apple juice, and then topped it off with the ginger. So this is brimming to the top. This is pretty much 32 ounces. With the spinach juice, even though I'm really clean and have a good digestive tract, I'm not sure if I'm going to take down all 32 ounces. I'm going to wait and see how it goes with my digestion. So I'm going to take a little sip. I got my towel handy. You guys gotta just understand, if I'm eating or drinking something green with this crazy beard, it may get stuck. But here goes. Not bad at all. Now this juice isn't meant to be a great tasting juice. Now me, I like the green stuff a lot, so I actually enjoy it. But I just can anticipate you could possibly put some more apples in there to sweeten it up. The ginger, I hit it just about right. The ginger's not overpowering me. It's just a good green drink, and this thing is full of vitamins, so I'm very happy with it. Like I say, don't let me scare you away. I don't mean to say it's a bad tasting drink. It's just, for some of you that don't drink a lot of greens, you might have to sweeten it up in the beginning. Now, one more sip here. And let me tell you what's in this and kind of why that I came up with this drink. Okay, I'm going to go over celery juice, the benefits of each one, just a little bit. The celery juice is going to be really brief, and I will put a link in down below this video in the description, because I've already done one just on celery juice, so it's a little bit more detailed. If you want to go in and really see what celery juice is all about, I'd say go look at that video. Celery juice is highly nutritious and one of the most hydrating foods we can put in our bodies. And because it's incredibly alkalizing, it equalizes the body's pH, which is vital for peak health. The greatest value of raw celery is that it contains a very high percentage of vital, notice that word, vital organic sodium. It's also a great juice for those who have eaten concentrated sugars and starches most of their lives. It helps to break up all the gunk that we've accumulated along the way from the sad diet. And it's also a very good sports recovery drink. because of all the minerals and all the hydration that it has in it. Okay, the spinach is what, here's a very bold statement, and a lot of this stuff is coming, if you haven't seen my juicing videos before, a lot of my knowledge, but I look in other places, is coming from Dr. Norman Walker. The spinach is the most vital food for the entire digestive tract, all the way from the stomach to the colon, the upper to the lower. Raw spinach offers the finest organic material for the cleansing, reconstruction, and regeneration of the digestive tract. Raw spinach juice prepared properly is one of the best means of correcting bad constipation. So it's kind of a good natural laxative. In the book, he even talks about spinach juice. For people that have a problem with constipation, even the worst of it, he has a regimen of drinking 16 ounces of just spinach juice a day, or he has mixes of spinach and carrot. But the spinach is really good for the digestive tract. It's also very good for, getting rid of, to move acid, toxins, and poisons, while it's also replacing the system with an organic alkaline solution. And this juice helps to heal the entire intestinal tract. Sometimes you need 6 weeks to 2 months of this regimen to really see it start to work, and you might go through some bad before you go through some good, depending on what you got going on inside. One of the big reasons that I'm using this, I have really good digestion, but raw spinach is also good for the teeth and gums in preventing pyorrhea. I guess I'm saying that right. That says this is a mild form of scurvy. Spinach juice helps with bleeding gums and fibroid degeneration. Okay, I may have mentioned in a video before that I have not taken care of my teeth well in my life. It has nothing to do with this raw vegan. I've been bad. And I have some bleeding with my gums. I've been oil pulling lately, and I'm hoping that this is going to add to doing some healing on my gums. I've got a few other things that I'm going to try on this, but this is supposed to be good for that. As I mentioned earlier, you might want to experiment with the amount of spinach juice you're drinking, because depending on what you're doing, where you're going, how your system is, it may go straight through you. It might get you going, if you know what I mean. And the ginger I just threw in because I thought it would add maybe a nice little bite to it. And also, ginger is very cleansing also. Ginger improves the absorption and assimilation of essential nutrients in the body. It helps with nausea. It's cleansing and helps to purge toxins from the body. And also, ginger is good for digestion. Got a bit of a upset tummy or whatever, you can chew on a little ginger. Make some ginger tea. Put some juice in there. And apples are just cleansing. We all just know that apples are good for eating. So that juice, that's a new one in the books. And I hope you give it a try. I'm going to give them, like I say, I'm experimenting with this stuff. For a while, I'm like asking all kind of questions and trying to look at everybody else's YouTube channel and their recipes. And I'm thinking like, you know what, keep following that intuition, or take it a step further, My food is coming along better as far as me getting an understanding of combining like ingredients and recipes and what's going to work to make things good, and I hope that's going to happen with the juice. I'm just kind of going, with like I'm studying the juices, I'm playing with the different things, and I want to see what their effects are going to be. I like my lime ginger blast. I want to see, maybe I'll mix it up and see how this compares to that. If this is just, maybe this just ends up being an easier juice because you just need a couple of things. But anyway, we're going to give this one a try. I know it's going to be a powerful one. There's no, listen, just look at the ingredients that were in there. It's going to be a good juice. It may not be the best juice. It may not, I don't know. But it's going to be a good juice because we're talking spinach, we're talking celery, we're talking apple, we're talking ginger. There's no way it can't be a good juice. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing more of these, and I'm going to be doing some more recipe videos very soon. As soon as I figure out something else to make for myself. I've been too busy eating the things that I've already made. But I'll change that real soon. Anyhow, have a great afternoon, or a great morning, or a great whatever time it is wherever you are. And thanks for tuning in. Peace.